Hello, you're now joining me for the last video with this glorious XC60. So this is a press car from Volvo Car Norway. I've had it for approximately 1 week and I've driven 2,000 kilometers with it. And I'm on my last day. I'm actually on my last hours because I'm heading home to Oslo after my Swedish adventure. I'm approximately 2 hours away from Volvo car at Fornebu and I have to deliver this astonishing car back. So this is a Model 26 XC60. It's the T8 plug-in hybrid and it's finished off in the Forest Lake metallic. But in this video I'm going to do my good, bad and ugly after 1 week and 2,000 kilometers with this Model 26 XC60. So let's kick it off. We're going to start with the good things because obviously I find more good things than bad things. I got 5 good things, 3 bad things and 1 ugly thing at the end. And usually I always find more good things than bad things when I'm testing Volvos. And yeah, let's just kick it off with my first point. And my first point with the XC60 on the good things are exterior design. Still to this day, 8 years after it got launched, I still love the exterior design. This boxy shape, this more muscular body. And sometimes it's really spec dependent because like a generic Onyx black, low spec XC60, maybe I don't turn around that often. But if you go out slightly on extra options like 22-inch alloys, wheel arch extenders, running boards or the previous styling kit, or maybe take a wicked color, then I really just had to turn around. It's a real head turner even today, 8 years after it got launched. Like this in Forest Lake metallic. It's such a masterpiece to look at. It's a visual treat to the eye. So exterior design, still my number 1 with the XC60. And that brings us over to my point number 2. And for this I had to think outside the box because after looking at the EX90 and driving that, and then looking at the ES90, then you really come to appreciate the more analog approach, the more old-fashioned way of using a car. Just like opening a car, physical, proper grab handles. What the heck was wrong with proper grab handles? Why do we have to go for these flush solutions that are just flimsy to use and operate? These have proven to exist, yeah, for I'm not sure when they made the first car with proper grab handles, but it really pisses me off sometimes that we have to reinvent everything just because the car is electric. Then have to reinvent everything because they can save like 2 kilometers of range in efficiency for the air resistance if we take away the grab handles or the door handles. Now, please just give me proper grab handles. So my point number 2 are actually practicality for the old-fashioned way of thinking a car. Just proper grab handles, that is something I love. And also a proper key tag with physical buttons. So you can just lock the car and unlock the car or open up the luggage room from the key tag. Again, I'm looking at you EX90 and ES90. What's wrong with having a proper key tag? So the practicality of the XC60, marvelous. Key tag, proper grab handles. And we can also mention the window switches in the door. 4 individual window switches and also mirror controls. Physical buttons to operate the mirrors and also easy tilt them down. Not to mention individual stalks on the steering wheel. One for your indicators and light settings and the other one for your window wipers and rain sensitivity. Individual stalks, mechanical, more the analog approach. Maybe I'm getting old, but these new cars, EX90, ES90, yeah, it's too minimalistic for me. I just love getting back to this old-fashioned tech. With I can't believe I'm saying that a grab handle is now old-fashioned, but yeah, that's how it is with these modern cars. All for efficiency. So that's my point number 2. And my point number 3, in terms of the XC60, the good things for me are, it is the perfect size. If you have read the story Goldilocks, you know the XC90 are slightly too big. The XC40 or EX40 slightly too small. So what you're gonna do? Well, you're gonna go for the XC60. It's like the Goldilocks in their lineup. Just the perfect size. Perfect size to nimble about in the city, to park, perfect size to fit all your stuff, perfect size to fit all your family. And it's more dynamic than the XC90 and it offers more comfort than the XC40 and the 40 range. So it's like the perfect size. It's like the Goldilocks in their lineup. And that is something I really love with XC60. At least it suits my needs. I don't need more space. Actually, I don't need more space than the EC40, but you get more with the XC60. More comfort, more space. So it's like the Goldilocks in the lineup. So that was my point 1, 2, and 3. Exterior design, old-fashioned practicality, and then the Goldilocks in the lineup. And from point number 4 and 5, we have to jump inside in the cabin. And now for point number 4 and 5, we have to jump inside. And my point number 4 are actually user interface. Yes, we have to look past that this screen are slightly glued on, but if we can look past the physical integration design-wise and just look at the user interface, then this really is a thumbs up. This is a step above. And every time Volvo gives it an update, it takes it just one step up. And I think this is the best so far. It's not perfect by any means. I still wish we can get some more, but we're going to talk about that in the bad parts. But I just love to interact with this user interface. Easy accessible drive modes, just one tap and then press the desired drive mode. Settings menu, huge icons, easy to operate. You don't have to go so deep down in the menus. Usually everything are in high levels or high layers. So you don't have to go through so many layers to find stuff. So I think this is really, really good. Obviously, it can be better, but as far as this one is, I think this is really, really good. I haven't had any, or I actually have had one issue with the driver display during these 2,000 kilometers. I had one, it actually happened like 4 or 5 times. After I had parked the car and went inside again to boot up the car, then the map viewing wouldn't show. And one of the times I actually got like a pink pattern all over the screen. So that's the only bug I've had, but these bugs, they don't belong here. They can put it back in the EX90 where it belongs. It doesn't belong here in the XC60. But beside that, the user interface, really, really good. My last point on the good things, yes, it is a part of the optional list, but I have to mention it because the Bowers & Wilkins are just legendary. It is worth each penny. And the XC60 are actually the only SPA car of the 60 and 90 cars where I could actually recommend going for the Harman Kardon. It's something about the acoustic in this cabin. It works really, really good with the Harman Kardon. But if you're listening to music really, really much and at high volumes, then you have to give yourself the Bowers & Wilkins. It's such a treat to play loud on your favorite tunes. And this is so strong and so crystal clear. Oh, I just love listening to Bowers & Wilkins in the XC60. So that is my top 5 things on the good list. But while we are here, we have to jump over to the bad things. We can't only talk about the good things, because obviously there are bad things. And first of them are actually this seat upholstery, this Nordico. It looks pretty good with this quilting material in the seat back. Yes, it looks good, but this Nordico material doesn't breathe as good. So I often get hot in my back. You get like a moist or klum in Norwegian. And especially now, today it says it's 30 degrees here. It has been like high 20s and close to 30 degrees my whole test week. And I have gotten so warm in these seats. Even if the climate has been on 19 or on low, I get hot in my back. So if you often experience the same, then this Nordico isn't for you. Then you have to go for the ventilated seats with the massage. So that's my first negative part with the XC60 in terms of upholstery. The next part are actually regards to the user interface, back to the user interface. First one with the driver display. I'm not super amazed by the customization here. There's actually no customization. It's map on or map off. Wax on or wax off. That's the only thing. You can't change anything. There's no different themes. There's no media information. It's really, really limited. So I wish Volvo could, when they have made the other things so good, just please give some attention to the driver display. So that's the one of the things, or my next point. My last point, number 3, regards to this shortcut button, or shortcut screen. You can press the car icon here and then you get 4 shortcuts pre-selected by Volvo. You have the lane keeping aid, the creep mode, you have the reduced alarm, and you have the headrest fold. How often do you need to fold the headrest? Why can't I change out that? Because what I have done, I've taken on and off the head-up display. And you have to press the car icon, so 1 tap, settings, controls, and then scroll down. So you can take the scroll as 1, and then press view all, 5, scroll down, 6, activate, 7, head-up display. So 7 presses on the screen to take on or off the head-up display. But it's 2 taps to fold the headrest. I wish I could customize these and select my own shortcut buttons. That would be perfect. And then we come to the ugly part. The list wouldn't be complete without the good, bad and ugly. And I had 2 candidates for the ugly part in the XC60. I was planning to do the headlining rant all over again, because in order to get a black headlining is quite the challenge. I have black headlining here because this is the Cardamom Nordico. But since I don't like the Nordico, since I get really hot on my back, then I can't go for Nordico. And you can't get the Cardamom style in the Nappa leather, weirdly enough, because it's available in the XC90, but not here in the XC60. So there's only 2 leather styles available. It is a charcoal, but that has blonde headlining, and it's the blonde with blonde headlining. So how do you get a black headlining? Well, there's 3 ways to go about it. Either way, you have to accept Nordico. That's option 1, accept Nordico. Or you go for the herringbone textile material. I could probably do that, but at the same time, I want ventilation. So then I have to go for the leather, but then I have to go for the black edition, because the black edition are the only configuration that gives you leather and a black headlining. So I was planning to do that, but I have ranted so much about the black headlining. They have it side by side at the factory. Why can't I go for the charcoal leather in the non-black edition and then pay extra for the black headlining? I can't understand why. But my ugly part are actually regards to the T8. Why oh why haven't they updated the battery for the Model 26? It's been a long time since they did it. It was Model 22.5. They went up to this 18.8 kilowatt hours battery. But I want to see more. And as I said in my XC90 Good, Bad and Ugly, I think we're gonna see more, but when? I'm not sure. Maybe Model 27, maybe Model 28. I'm not sure, but I think it would come. I think it will come, but I would want it now. But yeah, so my ugly thing are actually the powertrain. I wish we could get a bigger battery. It is a facelift. Come on, give us slightly more. Push in a battery somewhere, or I don't know. I would love to see more range in the XC60 T8 plug-in hybrid. That was my good, bad and ugly after 1 week with the XC60 T8 plug-in hybrid. Finished off in the wicked Forest Lake metallic. One of my definitive favorite colors after this week. But just do a little summary of the good, bad and ugly. I had my 5 good things: exterior design, old-fashioned practicality, Goldilocks, user interface, and Bowser Wilkins. That was my 5 good things. And then we had the 3 bad things. First off being the Nordico upholstery, that it doesn't breathe as good. And then we had the driver display, still not customizable. And then shortcuts on the touchpad. That's my 3 bad things. And the ugly part, even if we talked about the black headlining, it turned out to be the T8 powertrain. So that's my good, bad and ugly after 1 week. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you have other points on the good list or the bad list? Drop a comment down below and I would love to see you in the next video as well. But I think it's time to wrap it up from this beautiful location and head back to Volvo Car at Fornebu. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And now it's the last mile of the way for me. But we have to enjoy this forest lake in the sunshine here. But that's it for this time. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye. I just wanna hold you for forever.